In the next 5 minutes, we'll show you 5 things that will only take 5 minutes out of your busy day that you can do in Starfish to connect with students and help them finish what they start. Ready? Start the clock. 1. Raise a flag on one of your students. If you've been working with a student in the classroom or your office and would like to communicate about it with other members of their success network, you can raise a flag or create a kudos at any time during the semester. To find your students, go to the Students menu and then select your My Students tab. You can search this tab for any student with whom you have a relationship. Then simply check the box next to that student's name and select the Flag button at the top of the list. You can select the type of flag you wish to raise and enter a personalized message for the student. For more information on who will see a flag or receive an email notification once a flag is raised, see the permissions at the bottom of the flag dialog box or consult our training manual. 2. Update your profile. A personalized profile helps students connect with you and encourages them to reach out. So get started by updating your profile with your preferred contact information, including an alternate email address and phone number. Through your profile, you can also control how often and in what format you receive notifications about alerts raised on students with whom you have a connection. Your profile also lets you know which flags may trigger an email to you when raised on a student. 3. Reach out to at-risk students. One of the benefits of Starfish is to identify students at risk before they start to experience difficulty in the classroom. Student success scores can be used to identify these students early and reach out with information on how you can assist. If you have the success score widget on your dashboard page, you can simply click on the group of students you wish to identify, and it will automatically filter your My Students list. Alternatively, you can go to the Students menu and your My Students list and filter your students based on connection, term, and add an additional filter by their success score level. Students whose success score is listed as poor are students with a score of 50 or below. Those who are listed as okay have a score between 50 and 70, and those with a success score that is labeled as good have a score of 70 or above. Once you have identified the group of students you wish to correspond with, you can raise a flag, send a message, raise a kudos, or access their student folder for more information. 4. Act on students as a group. Sometimes you'll want to look at students as a group within a specific course section or across all courses that you're teaching this term. For example, let's say that you want to look at all students on whom you've raised a flag as part of your progress survey feedback. You can use the primary filters, also known as connections, to filter students by course section or by term. Then you can add additional filters to limit your list to only those students who have an active tracking item that was raised since the start of the semester. Once you have filtered your list, you can select those students you want to communicate with and send them a message using the message feature. Simply select your students, draft the message, and hit submit. We also strongly recommend sending a copy to yourself for your own records before submitting the message. 5. Communicate with a group of students on their tracking items. If you identify a group of students that you want to follow up with regarding their tracking items, you can use the comment feature to simultaneously send a message and comment on their tracking items. For example, you may want to comment on all of the active flags of a particular type. For example, students who have a poor performance flag, while also sending the student a message encouraging them to see you or their professor. Simply filter your Tracking Items tab the same way you filtered your My Students tab, except this time we're going to select a particular item name. Once filtered, you can select those students you want to email by clicking the box next to their name, or select all students by clicking the checkbox in the title row of your tracking item list. Once you've selected your students, you can select the Comment button. Next, draft your message to the students as if sending them an email. To send this message to the student, you will need to indicate to send a copy of the note to the student. We also strongly recommend sending a copy of the note to yourself so that you know what comments you've made. You can also CC the flag raiser on the comment. This is especially useful if you are suggesting that students set up a meeting with their faculty member. Then hit Submit. You have commented on the student's flag sent them an email message, and recorded all of that information in their student folder within Starfish. So there you have it. If you have 5 minutes, you can use Starfish to help your students succeed. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the Starfish team, and we'll be happy to assist you.